What's going on YouTube? Jeans here. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are bringing you guys one of the most disrespected Rotom forms of all time. We got ourselves a Rotom Freeze team for ranked regulation H. Now, when it comes to Rotom Freeze, this Pokemon, like I already mentioned, is so disrespected. Nobody really uses it too much, which is why I want to use it today and showcase it on the channel. Plus, it's a refrigerator. I love fridges, considering they hold food, and your boy can eat a lot of food. I like food. I think everybody does. But back to the action. Rotom Freeze has Levitate as its ability, holding the Assault Vest as an item with the Fire Terror type. It's got Blizzard, it's got Thunderbolt, it's got Discharge, and it's got Terror Blast. So this thing can do some damage. We're going to be pairing it up with Alolan Ninetales to set the weather and set up an Aurora Belt and hopefully get this team rolling out strong. Now our other four Pokemon besides the Ice combo are going to be Choice Span Garchomp, Loaded Dice Dragonite, Life Orb King Gambit, and Citrus Berry Armors. We got a lot of attackers on this team. Garchomp's going to be a great physical attacker. Same thing with Dragonite. But Dragonite also has Haze and Extreme Speed for first turn priority. And King Gambit, just like Garchomp, big time physical attacker. But King Gambit can kind of counter intimidate. So like if we are going up against Incineroars, King Gambit can use that Defiant ability to our advantage. Like I said, our final Pokemon is going to be Armrouge, and unlike the other three that we already mentioned, this one is special attacking. It's got Flash Fire, it's got Citrus Berry, it also has Wide Guard and Trick Room with Expanding Force and Armor Cannon. Guys, if you want to run this team for yourself, Rental code is at the top right hand corner, and if you do enjoy today's video, don't forget to leave a like on it and subscribe to the channel. But without further ado, let's hop into match number 1, showcasing Rotom Freeze in ranked regulation H. First match on its way, going up against a pretty meta standard regulation H team. They got Incineroar, Amoonguss, alongside with Gholdengo, Dragonite, Ursaluna, and Alolan Ninetales. And something that I really like here is I can pretty much just lead our Alolan Ninetales and get off Aurora Belt. It's pretty simple. It is pretty simple. We also have Rotom Freeze, and I am a little scared if they are going to lead like Gholdengo. But at that point, I can just Terrasilize Rotom and throw a Terra Blast into that slot. So I'm going to end up going into both of these guys. Because there is Incineroar, I could go into King Gambit just for Defiant purposes, but I definitely want a Pokemon like Garchomp late game. I think Garchomp could be nice. Same thing with King Gambit. We're going to go in with both of them. Both of them, get on over here. We're going to have to watch out for Incineroar. Could be a little annoying, but again, this is why I brought King Gambit. He can do rather decent damage to it. I know he's Dark and Steel, which the typing isn't that great, but still. King Gambit's a strong Pokemon, which we really like. Which we definitely really like. So let's see who they end up leading here. We're hoping just to pop a nice little Aurora Belt, get things started off hot here, and kind of get effort that way. But they're going to end up leading Ninetales just like us, alongside with Dragonite. Now, Dragonite's probably going to Terrasilize here, if I had to guess. So I think we'll go Aurora Belt for Aurora Belt here. I think it's just a pretty simple play. And on top of that, we can just throw a Blizzard across the board. It's going to be not very effective onto the Ninetales, but it is 2 times super effective, kind of forcing Dragonite to either swap or Terrasilize here. So I'm going to send it. Plus, we get a freeze chance. I like it. Rotom Freeze getting after it, but they end up withdrawing Ninetales. Ooh, what is that about? What is that about? Gholdengo? Yeah, Gholdengo comes out here. That's fine. That's totally fine. So we're going to see a Terror type pop out here. We're going to see Gholdengo fly. And you're gonna go Fairy Terror. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. So Gholdengo gets out here. Aurora Belt pops first, which is great news for us. And we'll see what he wants to do here. He's gonna set up a Tailwind. Okay, that's a little scary. A little Tailwind action from the Dragonite. And I don't mind that turn. I'm able to do that. Do I get a freeze chance? No, we don't. And from here we could honestly just hard swap you into like King Gambit here, which wouldn't be a bad play. Which I am going to end up doing. So I'm going to go King Gambit, and I am just going to Terrasilize and throw a Terra Blast into this slot right here. Let's do as much damage as we can to this Gholdengo, especially because he can't Terrasilize, and he probably wants to throw a Make It Rain across the board. I'm going to swap into King Gambit. This actually gives us Sucker Punch priority too, which is beautiful news for us. Which is just beautiful news. And we're out here Terrasalizing our Rotom Freeze. I was going to say Rotom Heat because I'm always using Rotom Heat or Rotom Wash. But Rotom Freeze time is here. The little refrigerator is on fire now. He's so cool. Just a floating fridge. Scale Shot's going to launch here, which we're going to be able to soak decently well. And I believe he wants to go for a Make It Rain. This is loaded dice, you got to remember that. We do have Assault Vest with our Rotom, which is great news. And please stop at 4. No, you're going to get all 5. And actually do respectable damage through Aurora Belt. That is respectable damage there. Defense is going to drop. Speed's going to race up here. Make It Rain is going to fly. Both Pokemon should soak this. all day long. We love that. And your special attack drops. That's cool. Terra Blast flies. How much damage are you doing here, Rotom? Should bring you down pretty low. Or I don't think it's going to KO. Yeah, pretty close, though. Really close. So now we're sitting here. I kind of just want to waste out some Tailwind turns. So I'm just going to end up going into a Protect here. And maybe just trying to throw a Blizzard across the board. Actually, I'd rather just go for a Discharge. I do think there's a chance that you swap Golden-Go. But I'm just going to go for a Discharge. I really do believe there's a chance that you swap Golden-Go or just protect it and attack my King Gambit. Which is why I kind of just want to go into this Discharge here and waste out Tailwind turns at the same time. But yeah, there's the withdrawal. So he thinks we're going for Sucker Punch. Yeah, we're not doing that. We're just going to protect our boy. And he's going to end up throwing out Ursaluna. So Ursaluna going to come out here. Protect flies from my King Gambit. And Scale Shot's going to launch and they're just going to get rid of my Rotom. Okay, so Rotom's gone. We still got a Roar Veil for a couple more turns. We still know they have Ninetales. Rotom Freeze did get some work done. So close to killing that Golden-Go. That would have been a big time KO. And from here, what's the play? Man, we could have just attacked. We could have just gotten off a free attack. Like, this thing's defense is low. I still might go for a Sucker Punch. Like, you're -2. And I'm Life Orb. I think we just had to go back into Ninetales here, right? Yeah, we're going right back into Ninetales. He's loaded dice, obviously. I could just rip a Sucker Punch. Like, it's not very effective, but the damage output, like, you're -2. You got a Roar Veil for a couple more turns. And King Gambit's probably going to die out this turn, let's be honest here. So I'm going to do this, and I am just going to throw a Blizzard. That's my play. It's a withdrawal. Wow, you swapped that slot, which is kind of odd to me. Kind of odd, but it's going to work out perfectly here. Into Golden-Go. Into Golden-Go. That works perfectly. That's a good swap. That's a great swap there. Blizzard's going to launch here, which is great news. It's going to end up KOing Golden-Go, and it's going to deal some great damage into Ursaluna. It's good to know we outspeed the Ursaluna, too. That's really good to know. He's going to end up Citrus Bearing up. King Gambit's probably dead this turn to an Earth Power, if I had to guess, right? Yeah, bye-bye. And now we get to go into our Choice Band Pokemon. Our Choice Band Garchomp, who's really good up against everybody except for their Ninetales. But their Tailwind's gone, which could be really good for us. But it could also be really bad for us, because you're 169 speed. Ninetales outspeeds. This is brutal. We're going to lose this match all day. We're going to lose this match all day, unless they throw out Dragonite here. Hate this game. I hate this game. I hate this game. Hate this game. But yeah, they're definitely outspeed us. They're definitely going to just take out our Garchomp. I got to go for a Poison Jab here. I gotta just go for a Poison Jab. I could go for Rock Slide, but Poison Jab's gonna do a bit more damage. So I'm gonna go for Poison Jab here. I am going to launch a Blizzard. Actually, hold up. We do have a shot at making something happen here. We could go for Icy Wind and Rock Slide. And hope that our Ninetales outspeeds. That's what we would need. How fast are you? You're maxed out on speed, Ninetales. We're definitely gonna go for Icy Wind. And Poison Jab's going to do a bit more damage. We're going to try to KO this thing. I don't know if we can, though. We're going for it, though. We're going for it. We're going for it. Ends up just protecting. Oh, no. Luckily, Icy Wind's going to slow down the Ursaluna and chip up a bit more damage into that. Ursaluna kind of, or that Protect kind of screwing up everything. So I cannot afford to get hit by an Ice move. Now, can another Icy Wind KO? That's a real question. Poison Jab's gonna get blocked, and I think he's just gonna launch Blood Moon, pretty much just put us out of our misery, right? I think this is a game. I think this is a game. Our opponent's playing really well this one. Blood Moon flies, and we end up soaking that, which is great news. Which is beautiful news. Snow's gonna stop here. Aurora Veil's gone. Thank you, Aurora Veil, for helping us out with that turn. I think from here we just do the same thing. We just go Poison Jab in the slot, and we go Icy Wind again. Because we have to slow down this Ninetales. If not, it outspeeds us. Icy Wind launches. Can it KO the Ursaluna? It does KO the Ursaluna. So Ursaluna gone. Ninetales chilling on the field. We got a crit onto the Ninetales. It's not Cover Cloak like us, so it is going to drop speed. Now, can Poison Jab Choice Band KO? It's a good move for us to choice into, considering he's poison. Or considering the Dragon Terror or the Fairy Terror on Dragonite. And we do pick up the KO, so pretty good for us, yo. That Aurora Veil was really clutch. That Aurora Veil was really clutch. Helping us out up against this Blood Moon. But Poison Jab, Choice Banding, it's doing some damage here. It's doing some damage. Now they go into Dragonite as our final Pokemon. We are going to go into a Poison Jab, and I am just going to slow him down here again. I definitely think that's our play, just to make sure that Garchomp outspeeds, even though I believe it does. And they just cancel battle. They don't even take the shot. So, great match from our opponent. We just ended up winning. We're 1-0 with Rotom Freeze. So far, so good. Like I mentioned, our opponent in that last match actually played really well, but our Choice Band Garchomp was just too much for them to handle. Choicing into Poison Jab, one tap in that Alolan Ninetales, and on top of that, we were gonna dump on that Dragonite. But we're hopping into our second match, going up against another pretty standard Regulation Age team with Pelipper, Archaludon. They also have Annihilate, they got Incineroar, and then they got Sinistcha and Maushold. Now, we definitely want our Ice combo here, but I don't think I want to lead it here, because I'd rather just be able to swap into Ninetales. So what I think we could do for a lead could potentially be like King Gambit. I think King Gambit could be rather solid. I am scared of like Annihilate here. I think Annihilate can be a big time force and a big time problem, but I'm still going to go King Gambit here early on. I think we're just going to go Choice Band. I think we just want to like overpower them with offense. So I'm going to go into both of them. I'm going to bring Ninetales, and I am going to bring that Rotom Freeze back in here. I like the Rotom Freeze. That thing actually did pretty good in that last match. Dropped the Blizzard, got off some nice damage, and on top of that, the Fire Terra Blast into the Goldigo did really well, really good damage. Kind of set us up for victory. So, Rotom Freeze, I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of you. I could have also like paired up Rotom Freeze next to Garchomp, which could have been pretty good, because then I could just like use Discharge without hitting an ally Pokemon and get a chance of paralyzing, and then have Garchomp kind of pick up some damage. Let's see what they end up doing here. I don't think they lead Weather. They go Incineroar Maushold, which is beautiful. We love this. We love this because King Gambit's going to Defiant Pop. And I feel like they have to protect, or they have to fake out King Gambit at this point. So I'm just going to drop an EQ here. I know I'm -1, but I think I just protect. And I just rip an EQ. I think I just send it. Right? They gotta fake out the King Gambit here. That thing being +1 on attack, it's like, come on, man. Come on, man, right? They gotta see it as a big time threat. So I think they're gonna actually go for the fake out into that slot. We're gonna protect it, and we're gonna try to get off some free EQ damage. I know we're -1, but again, Choice Band, Stab. The damage is still respectable, so I don't mind doing this. So we can do that. Fake out does fight in the Garchomp. That really sucks, man. So you're telling me I could have just ripped up into your Maushold here? That's what you're telling me here? You got Pop Bomb. Are you Pop Bombing my King Gambo? That's a little odd. Definitely a little odd. We're going to double down to this Maushold. I really don't need it here. And we got to keep our Steel typing. Do I go for Sucker Punch now? Sucker Punch Rock Slide? Could go for Flare Blitz. We're doing Sucker Punch. Oh, we can't Rock Slide anymore, can we? I just have to swap you. Right, we're choice into that. Oh no, we can switch our choice because we didn't attack yet. The Sucker Punch launches. They are going for Pop Bomb. We do one-hit KO, which is gorgeous. Bye-bye Maushold. We don't have to deal with Pop Bomb. I am scared of Flare Blitz. Maybe we get a flinch here with this Rock Slizzle, which would be beautiful. It's going to do good damage. Great damage. Give me a flinch. Make life easy for me. Citrus Berry is going to pop for Incineroar. Make life super simple for me. As simple as it could be. Give me the flinch. Yes! 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 Thank you! Ask and you shall receive. Now, I could protect again and just go into an EQ. Actually, no, I can't because I'm choiced into the other one, but could Sucker Punch here again. I could just protect and kind of slow things down. I could also Terrasilize at this point. But I'm going to do that. Do you think he has Pelipper at this point? Because I could just go into like Ninetales and try to set up a Warveil, which could be really good for me. We're going to test the waters. I don't know if they have the Pelipper. I really don't know. So we're going to reset our Choice Band. Someone's got to be attacking King Gambit at this point. I could Sucker Punch, which is probably most likely what I want to do next turn. I'm just going to protect for this turn to kind of weigh out my options here. See what's going on here. There's that. Drain Punch does fly in this slot. I think Sucker Punch, is it going to be my play? Could be my play. And they double down the King Gambo. Yo, what a protect. Come on, man. Now I can set up this Aurora Veil. I could go into Dark typing here. I mean, with Aurora Veil, we should be able to soak this up, and then we should just be able to count that cleave and probably pick up a KO. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go into Dark Terror type just so this Drain Punch isn't 4 times super effective. And then with the power over Warbell behind it, King Gambit should be able to soak. And then we should be able to count out Cleave rather than Sucker Punch and get off an insane amount of damage. So that's my thought process behind this. I'm going to be very upset if you get like a crit or something. It's going to be terrible news. But yeah, if I Sucker Punch, he just Drain Punches to gets back his HP, which is a slight issue. And you end up Drain Punching Ninetales, which is totally fine by me. What, you think I was swapping? Nah, yo, we're just going to count out Cleave you now. Now we're just going to count out Cleave you. Send it, baby. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Annihilate. So this one's all about King Gambit. This matchup is just the King Gambit show. See, that's the worst. Whenever you lead it Incineroar and the other team leads King Gambit, it's just like, dude, like, I am in so much trouble. And as you can tell from our opponent right here, they're in so much trouble. Like, this King Gambit is just ripping. It is just deleting Pokemon left and right. You got first turn priority. You got stab moves. Everything is going perfectly. But they're going to go into Sinisha. We outspeed. They could Terrasilize. I am just going to launch a Kowtow Cleave into that slot. And on top of that, actually, we could just low kick Incineroar. Yeah, I'm going to low kick Incineroar. I'm going to low kick Incineroar, and I'll just throw a Blizzard. And they just cancel match. So far, so good. 2-0 with this Rotom Freeze team. Let's go hop into our third and final match. Final match coming at you guys. And one thing I noticed about this third and final match is they do not have any weather control, which means we're bringing in the fridge. We're going to go with Alolan Ninetales alongside with Rotom Freeze, looking to get after it, looking to grab ourselves a perfect record. They got Rillaboom, Indeedee, King Gambit, just like us, Sneasler, which is definitely a big time problem. And then they're rocking out with Volcarona and Basculegion. So I kind of need something to deal with Sneasler, and not a lot of Pokemon do. I mean, Garchomp's not too bad, so I definitely want to bring it in here. But last but not least, it's probably either Dragonite or Armrouge, and I'm kind of leaning towards Armrouge, especially if they want to set up the terrain for us. Armrouge can really get after it. It's got Wide Guard, it's got Expanded Force, it's got Armor Cannon, and Trick Room if we need it. Yeah, you know what? Armrouge, get on in here. I haven't brought you in today's video, so we're going to give it a try. We're already sitting 2-0. We are guaranteed ourselves a winning record, but again, perfect record, always better than a winning record. So we're going to aim for that right here, right now. Rotom Freeze, I'm liking it so far. I'm liking this team. I mean, we didn't really use it in match number 2. We brought it in, but we didn't use it. But match number 1, it did fine. It did decent. I mean, landed a Blizzard, Fire, Terror, Blast, did some damage on the Golden Go. I think Rotom Freeze getting a nice little check mark in my book, especially because we have a winning record already, so that's good news. But it's always good to pair it up with a Alolan Ninetales and just set up the Aurora Bell. Like, Aurora Bell is just one of the greatest moves in Pokemon. It is just so powerful. It really is. Obviously, it's kind of a pain in the neck to set up because you have to have snow. But with a Pokemon like a Alolan Ninetales, it's super simple and super easy to. And like, there's just the value that you get out of the Aurora Bell is massive. It really is. But they're going to end up going into both of these guys, which I do not like one bit. I could Terrasilize into Ghost, which would kind of suck. I mean, you could go for Fake Out. I'm going to go into Aurora Bell here with a Ghost Terra. And if I can land a Blizzard, I'm going to go for it. I mean, we might just lose our Rotom here, but I'm going to go straight for this Blizzard. I'm going to go for a Blizzard. Maybe we get a freeze chance. We'll deal some damage onto Sneasler. More importantly, we're going for this Aurora Bell, which is, I think, something that we desperately need, right? We desperately need this Aurora Bell. So, I do have Covert Cloak, but I just like the Ghost Terror type just to get rid of the poison weakness off us. And he's going to go for Fake Out in that slot regardless, so it makes us look even 10 times better. Aurora Bell launches. Not a bad turn for us. And Rotom Freeze, you outspeed the Gambo. Do, which is beautiful news. Blizzard's going to launch and do really solid damage on the Sneasler. No Freezy pops out here, and we're soaking up Iron Heads now. We are soaking up Iron Heads. So from here, I'm just going to double down with Blizzard. I think that's our play. I mean, you could have Throat Chop. You could definitely have Throat Chop, but I just think doubling down with Blizzard's our play. Let's just tackle on some damage while we lose our... we probably lose our Ninetales this turn. And probably both of them. Actually, no. Aurora Bell helping soak the Rotom. Defense is going to drop. And double Blizzard should KO the Sneasler. So getting rid of the Sneasler here and setting up a Aurora Bell with these two, I absolutely love. Of course, we leave him on 1 HP. But Blizzards are flying. Any freezes coming out here for King Gambit? No, this thing's just soaking Blizzards. This thing's just soaking Blizzards. So that happens. He's going to launch a Kowtow Cleave. He is going to get rid of my Ninetales. That's totally fine by me. Like I said, we got off a ton of value. Now, what I can do here is actually just bring out Garchomp, which is great news because we got Levitate, Rotom next to him. And I can just start throwing EQs. I like that. I like the sound of that. Unless I go into like Rillaboom. Oh man, Rillaboom would be annoying. Unless I could just, you know, hit it with a Blizzard, do some damage. But I don't know if they brought Rillaboom. I really don't know. Maybe Basculegion. So Basculegion comes out here. Another fast Pokemon, pretty speedy. Garchomp honestly probably still outspeeds it. Yeah, I just think going into choicing into EQ here is definitely a play. Yeah, we're gonna choice into EQ. And if I can, I'd love to get off a Thunderbolt here. Actually, I can go into a Discharge here. Yeah, Garchomp chilling next to me. So we got Aurora Bell up. I'm hoping Garchomp just simply outspeeds. I really do. And no, you rocket Sucker Punch, which we soak. That is beautiful news. And he's going to go for a flip turn. Just KO you? Yeah, so he picks up the KO there. I am choicing the EQ. I mean, I have Armrouge next to me. But the problem here is that I'm choicing EQ and I'm weak to ground. But I do have Wide Guard, which is good. But you're going to bring out Rillaboom. So Rillaboom comes out here. He's going to neutralize the EQ damage, doesn't he? I mean, Armrouge can just rip up into that slot. So we're going to do minimal damage at this point. Minimal damage. Thanks to this Grassy Terrain. That was a perfect flip turn. And now I'm forced to go into Armrouge and pretty much just Wide Guard away. I'm pretty much forced to just Wide Guard away. They don't know I'm choice banned. Wish I wasn't at this point, but I gotta go into EQ again, and I just gotta simply spam Wide Guard up until they KO Garchomp. And hopefully they attack Garchomp, but they can just go and like Sucker Punch here. There's a Fake Out. I think it's gonna be game. I think this is gonna count out Cleave my Armors. I really do. I really do. Just tough choicing on our end. Just great flip turn. They go into Sucker Punch here. It's gonna fail. It's gonna fail. Garchomp's gonna flinch. Get back a little bit of HP. The sad part is this EQ's just not doing any damage into this King Gambit. Like, I need to get rid of this King Gambit. So EQ again. Go into another Wide Guard. I can't hit my Armrouge. Actually, maybe I can. Maybe I can, but I think he's gonna use Sucker Punch again. I really do. So I go Wide Guard just to protect our Armrouge here. There's the Sucker Punch. Now I think next turn is gonna be the turn where we simply just attack. Actually, he might go into one more because EQ's just going to finish it off. He might go into another Sucker Punch. Can we just KO this thing? We do KO it. Beautiful. Alright, so he's going with that. Can Armrouge soak up one of these? High horsepower launches. Not anymore. It can't. It might be able to. Snow's going to stop. We kind of have to hope that it does, right? We kind of have to hope that it does and just launch an Armor Cannon into Rillaboom. That's really the play. I mean, Aurora Bell's gone. This does not look good for us. I mean, we just have to go for it. We just have to hope they attack our Garchomp. We're choice into this. Just keep sending EQs. We're going to go EQ here. We're going to go for Armor Cannon here. I look to just dump on this Rillaboom, but I just don't like the way this is going to end. This is not going to end well. Especially with Basculegion chilling on the field here. We don't have Aurora Bell. I could just go into Aqua Jet. Not good. Not good for us. I don't know if they know that we're choice banned. They gotta know we're choice banned because now I'm just sending EQs like an idiot. Like, they're just flying and they're just not doing anything. They really are not. The Grassy Terrain was just so good. The flip turn into the Grassy Terrain, I'll give it to our opponent. That was a good play. Worked so perfectly. We're gonna end up seeing a Terror type. Who you got here? Who's Terrasalizing? Let me Basculegion into water, straight water, into Fairy. Okay. If you got Terra Blast, that's gonna just absolutely rip up into my Garchomp. The Grassy Glide is gonna launch into the slot. End up soaking. Rough Skin's gonna deal some damage. Hold up, give me a chance. Last Respect's gonna fly here. That KOs my Garchomp. Hold up, give me a chance. Just give me a chance. So Armor Cannon's gonna delete you, but then you can just Last Respects me. Call game. So we do that, my defense drops. And turns to a 1v1 situation. The only way we can possibly win this game is... I don't even think we can win this game. I mean, unless you protect here, and I pop a Trick Room. That's the only way. That's the only way, because you just showed that you outsped us. I mean, we have Citrus Berry, but you're not surviving anything. I'm not surviving a single hit. The only way would be if you protect, just like toy with me, and I pop a Trick Room. No, you just go for Last Respect. That's going to be game. Yeah, all day. So, GG's to our opponent. Came down to the wire, though. 1v1. Basculegion ended up winning this one. Tough one. Honestly, the Grassy Terrain with Rillaboom won him the battle. There you go, ladies and gentlemen, rocking out with Rotom Freeze in Ranked Regulation H. I absolutely love this Pokemon. Pairing it up with a Alolan Ninetales just made it super strong. It was able to launch Terra Blasts with its Fire Terror type. It's got Discharge and Thunderbolt, and we sent a few Blizzards today. But again, like I said, we grabbed ourselves a 2-1 winning record, which is all that matters. But guys, that is going to be it for today's video. If you did enjoy the content, don't forget to smash that like button for me. And if you're new here, click that big red subscribe button so you know when all of my videos go live. Seriously, you guys rock out. Make sure you spread positivity today, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out, everybody.